Vito Bratta. Even the name sounds melodic. The weight solo was one that was so outside of what was being done at the time that I think it captured a lot of people's attention and really put Vito Bratta on the map. And you're here to learn it, so good. It's like nothing you've ever learned before. It's a very interesting solo to learn. It's a 16 bar solo. I've broken it down into 4 chunks. The chunks roughly align with 4 bars each, but some of the phrasing bleeds over from one bar to the other, and I kept those together just for ease of learning. But that's kind of part of the magic of this solo, and why it sounds so interesting is it's not constrained in a lot of ways that a lot of solos are. It just flows. And, bars, schmars. It doesn't care. It's going to go where it wants to go. So let's get started. Okay, for part 1, we're going to start off all on the 3rd string. You're going to pick the 2nd fret, tap on the 14th, slide up to the 21st. When you tap the 14th, you're going to do a bend with your left hand up and down. The right hand's just going to stay right where it is. Slide up to the 21st, and then give it more vibrato with this left hand. So you're going to use your left hand to do all of the fancy stuff. Right hand just taps and slides. For this next part, it's also going to be on the 3rd string. This entire part is on the 3rd string, except I think for the last note. So when I just call out fret numbers, it's 3rd string. So it's going to be 0, 6, 7, 9, tap on the 14th, pull off to the 9th, pull off to the 7th. For this next one, you're going to tap on the 12th, and while you're doing this, you're going to bend up, but you're going to kind of cover it by going back up to the 9th so that you can pull off to the 9th. So when I'm tapping on that, I'm covering with my 9th on the left hand so I can pull off. So I'm pulling off in a bent position, tap on the 19th, and then release. Then I'm going to pull off to the 9th, pull off to the 7th, and then back to the 9th. Bending up a half step, tap on the 13th, pull off to the 9th, and then the last lick is 7, 10, 12, pull off to the 7th, slide down to the 6th, give it a little bend, and then 7th on the D string. So all of this has been on the G string up until this note. So the whole part together. Part 2 is entirely on the 2nd string. It's going to start out with a little bend on the 10th fret. Tap right above the 22nd fret, and you'll get a little harmonic. Just kind of touch it. Don't tap. Touch. Just gently, just as it's ringing, touch down on it. You'll get a nice harmonic. It's the halfway point, so it's the easiest harmonic to hit. Give it a little vibrato. Then the next one, you're gonna you're going to bend up the 14th fret and hold it there a half step. So the equivalent of like what the 15th fret is. And then we're going to tap on 21st, pull off, 18th, pull off, 20th, pull off, 16th, pull off, and then release. So and then for this next lick, it's going to be 12th, 14, 15, quick pull off to 14, 12, and slide down to the 10. So this whole part together is so for part 2, we left here. So we're on the 10th fret. Slide up to the 12th. And I'm going to play this first so you can kind of hear what it sounds like. So again, we ended on that. Slide up to the 12th. So what that is when you slide up to the 12th, you're going to go 15, pull off to the 12th, tap on to the 14th. I'm sorry, hammer onto the 14th. Bend it, pull off, then 15, 12, 8. So I'm going to do it real slow. And then the second time he does it, he just does the same thing but stops in the middle. So again, it's kind of a strange thing to get the timing right on. The way I like to think of it is you really want to focus on getting up to that 12th string before you start the lick. That will help you kind of get the timing of that right. So again, starting with the last piece of the second part where it's slide up first before you start thinking about this lick. Slide up. Get that in your head. So far we have okay, for the second half of this third part, I'm going to play this first. This is probably the hardest part of the solo, in my opinion, because of the harmonic that's hit. But I'll play it really slow so you can hear what we're going to learn next. One more time. Starts out on the 9th fret, pull off to the open, hammer on the 5th, tap on the 9th, pull off to the 5th. So it's 0, 5, and 9 are the frets we're using on the 5th string with that pattern. We're going to do the same pattern on the 4th string, except we're going to do 12, open, and 7. Then we're going to go up to the G string, and we're going to do 14, 7, 9, 14. Now here comes the harmonic. So before we get to the harmonic, it goes 14, 7, 9, 14, then the harmonic. So So far, right up to the harmonicas. Okay, so we're here on the 14th. The problem is we need a harmonic off of the 9th fret, but on over the 14th fret to get it, which is that one. So we have to go from 14th fret tapped to getting the harmonic over the fret as we pull off to the 9th. So the way I do this is I tap on the 14th, and as I'm pulling off, I'm bending up with the left hand, and then I'm moving my finger from the tap position as the string bends away and catching it, sliding my finger over the fret and then kind of moving it up to catch the string. So as this is being bent up, I'm sliding up and then touching it from the bottom side of the string over the fret. So I'm kind of riding my finger, just sliding it gently across the fret to meet the string. So really hard to do. And you can almost hear the 9th, which is the problem, because on the album you don't hear the 9th at all. It just goes directly from that note to the harmonic. So see, it's a really finicky thing to do. You can try it with different positions. That's the easiest I've found, or the ones where I can hit it the most often. Some people will kind of flip their hand up and tap it over the fret. When I've seen Vito Bratta do this live, he doesn't hit this. So on the album, it may have just been a special occasion. But that's, I think, how that part's played, because that's the harmonic and that's the last note you end on. And so, and when he's doing it live, he just does that. But if you can hit it, hit it. So up until this point we have and then for the next part, going up to the 2nd string. So we've hit every string here from the 5th to the 2nd. So it starts by tapping on the 15th, and then we're going to do a pattern twice, which is 8, 10, 15, 8, 10, 15. Pull off to the 10. So 15, 8, 10, 15, 8, 10, 15, 10. Then we're going to use this as our pedal tone, the 10, and we're going to do 17, 15, 14. So it's going to be so the whole part together. So on the last part, we ended on the 10th. I'm going to slide up to the 15th, 14th, and then on the 3rd string, do 16, 14. So 15, 14 on the 2nd, 16, 14 on the 3rd. So you're going to stop on the 16th there. Same pattern, except now on the 2nd, you're going to do 17, 14 instead of 15, 14. 12, 14 on the 3rd is the same. So it's And the way I pick that is I do up, down, up, down. For this one, I do down, up, up, down. So I kind of do like this economy picking thing of just sliding to the next string. So. And for this last one, first string, 17th fret, and I do a downstroke, and then upstroke on the 15th on the second, 14th on the third. So, and I'm doing down, up, up, down, up, up. And you do that 4 times, so. And then you slide up to the 19th, this is on the 3rd string. And then the last note of the solo is the 21st on the 1st string. So. So this whole part together. So that's my take on Vito Bratta's weight solo. How cool is that? Like the bending and tapping and releasing and pulling off, wacky harmonic. It's impossible to hit, but when you do, feels good. I'll see you in the next one.